Good night, my brothers and sisters. To the revered political leader, Dr. Winston Baldwin Spencer, Prime Minister, distinguished parliamentary representative for the Republic of St. Mary South, Hilson Nathaniel Baptiste, other brave and courageous defenders of the UPP Armed Forces of Patriotism, fellow constituents and residents of St. Mary South. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings I bring to you tonight from the wonderful Republic of St. Mary South. Tonight we are all assembled here to publicly pledge our unwavering support and unrelenting loyalty to the team entrusted with leading us to victory on June 12, 2014. Brothers and sisters, one of the fearless generals tasked with the responsibility to secure another 5-year tenure for the UPP is none other than Hilson Nathaniel Baptiste, a proud product of the South. Hilson Nathaniel Baptiste is not merely a tried, tested, and proven representative of and for the constituency of St. Mary South, but he's also a caring, dependable, and genuine philanthropist. Long before his foray into the cauldron of representative politics, Brother B was a firebrand activist, community development contributor at all levels through Antigua and Barbuda. His generous sponsorship of and full participation in countless carnival and school troops brightly illuminate the annals of Caribbean's greatest summer festival and Antigua and Barbuda cultures. My compatriots, residents and voters of St. Mary South, I deem it an honor and privilege tonight to be accorded the opportunity to endorse the candidacy of and to recommend the sincere, dependable, trustworthy Hilson Nathaniel Baptiste for your favorable consideration at the polls on Thursday, 12 June 2014. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, in exactly 14 days' time, the eligible registered voters will be required to participate in one of the most important national duties. And I say to St. Mary South, I implore you. St. Mary South, I ask of you to do the right thing. St. Mary South, I ask of you to be wise and do the wise thing. I ask of you to vote, vote, vote for Hilson Nathaniel Baptiste and the United Progressive Party as they take us on the pathway to a new society. In conclusion, my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I leave with you these reassuring and comforting lyrics. At the sign of triumph, Satan host doth flee, and then Christian soldiers unto victory. We are not divided, all one body we, one in hope and doctrine, one in destiny. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching us to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. I ask of you now, my brothers and sisters, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? No. I can't hear you. Listen to me. You are in the Republic of St. Mary South. You can make more noise than this. UPP Massive, are you ready? St. Mary South, are you ready? Well, if you're ready, I present to you, following the June 12 general election, the returning parliamentarian representative for the Republic of St. Mary South, the Honorable Brother B.
All I require for life, God has given me. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. The way He says I am. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. Where He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. Come on, dance for the Lord. We are a chosen generation. We are a chosen generation. Come on and show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who I am. How many of you are chosen generation? We are a chosen generation. Yes. Come on to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at. I know who I'm walking in power. I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I
Before I start, well, I'm not as young as I used to be. But I have a young lady with me who I'm so proud of. She's from Bolans, from a very poor and humble beginning like myself. But today she sits as one of the top students in the medical school in Antigua and Barbuda. The gentleman that came first came back from Cuba after getting a scholarship from his government with a master's degree in economics. He's now a teacher from Bolans. And so I want you to listen to this young lady as she seeks to endorse me. Thank you.
Good night, St. Mary South. 3 persons here to represent the Honorable Hilson Baptiste. Don't you say he deserves it? I had a written speech, and it would have been to say that I attend AUA, but he's already said that for me. So what I'm going to say now is the Honorable Hilson Baptiste is not just caring, but in every aspect. Walk up to him one of these days and ask him, what have you done for St. Mary South? You better prepare to sit down. But I assure you, he has done a lot. So at this point, I'm going to call up for you the Honorable Hilson Baptiste. Give him applause.
No doubt I believe in young people and love young people. And my dream in this constituency is to see we change the psyche of this entire constituency and bring brilliant minds back. Before you start, I must tell you, we won a big case in England. A big case we won in England last week. Sorry, in the United States, in New York. You remember I told you some weeks ago that Safati's son sued Antigua and Barbuda for $10 million US with a promissory note that Hilroy Humphrey signed? Remember I told you all that? Well, the people came to Antigua and I had to go to judge and magistrate and so from America came here. I had to go to Parliament building to testify on behalf of the government and the people of the Ministry of Agriculture. When I wasn't even there when the money was stolen or taken or given or whatever it is. Don't know nothing about it. But when I got through there, they went back to America and the judgment came out that Antigua won the case. A big victory for us. We don't have to spend 15, 20 million US to cover up politician nastiness. Thank God for that. As member of parliament for this constituency for the last 20 years, when I got there first, believe me, it was a frightening experience. But today, I must tell you, I'm a veteran, and I'm grooming young politicians now. I went there with one dream, and that was to represent the people of this constituency. Because as the first born representative to the House of Representatives from Bolans, and the first from the entire constituency in our history, I was proud to represent them. Robert Hall, Victor Mackay, Bradley Carrot before, Hugh Marshall, all of them, none of them came from St. Mary's South. The closest one was Marshall that came from Jennings, and Mackay that came from Old Road. But from Erlings to Bolans, never had somebody truly represent them in the House of Representatives. And that's why nothing got done in this constituency for nearly 40 to 50 years. That's why. The only person paved roads in this constituency in 50 years was Robert Hall. Since then, those roads remain ugly. That was New Village. Until I took office, when things began to happen in here. Nobody from this constituency ever got scholarships to go and study in 40, 50 years until 2004 when we took the government. We break record as a party. Let me take this opportunity to thank the people of St. Mary's South and the many corporate citizens around here who have helped me along the way. May God continue to bless all of us in this constituency and the business as they grow and develop so they can continue to help us some more. In education, and they say I've done nothing, so I'm going to list a few things. We had computer center in primary school in Erlands before any other primary school in this country. We had computers in there. I bought them myself and took them out there. So we had computers in Erlands Primary School before any other primary school in Antigua. Since then, we have a computer center in Erlands. We have one in St. Mary's School of Excellence, and we have one right up here in Bolans Primary School. 3 active computer centers in this constituency. Tell them to stop that, stop that. We seek funding for St. Mary's School of Excellence. It's now a full-fledged secondary school. They need additional funds for all the activities. I'm there to support them. We assist over 30 to 35, 40 students in 10 years to go overseas to study. Oh, Lord, man. All Marshall care about is his 3 children. One dentist, one lawyer, and then another lawyer. He never cared about nobody else. Never helped one child in 25 years as a representative to go out to study. Until I got in there, say it's not fair. And in 10 years, close to 40 students got scholarship to go and study. That must be a plus. I donated laptop every year to the primary school and semi school of excellence, top students, because I aim to set a certain level. And all who make second, first, second, and third get a laptop from me. I find the money, I beg the laptop, I beg the money, and I get the laptop to them so that they can excel and set a standard for the children to aim to excel to. So we do that every year. And don't think it's slight, because sometimes I don't have it. But because I made a promise, I have to do it. We fight and we got school meals in Bolans School. School meals in Bolans School. And I can tell you now, Sister Jackie will tell you, come September, Erlin's Primary School, look out, you're getting school meals too. They talk about community center. Johnson's Point had one of the most beautiful community center in Antigua and Barbuda. The old Johnson's Point School that was rich with history for learning. It is the first primary school, government primary school built in the Leeward Island. Marshall took it up and gave it away to Salvation Army. And people in Johnson's Point strike and nearly fight for it. And he turned against them for that. So you're coming to talk about community center. Ask your father, the two community centers we have in this constituency, he mashed them up or get them away. Right where we're standing now, along the first primary school government building to build in Bolans, or build right on the spot. Marshall broke it down and carried the material and them and do it like with them. While the community begged him to leave the building to be used for community center. He didn't understand the value of a community center. Cape on a mountain, so you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand. And the bottom line is, he destroyed those two community centers. Or else would have had them today to use as computer centers, community centers, hurricane shelters, and all the rest of it. So I want my opponent to ask a father, what happened to those things? Before you accuse me of not building a community center, ask your father what happened to that which we had before you talk. In sports, nobody can doubt that. For 40, 50 years, I've been fighting with sports in this constituency. Fighting with sports. Sometimes I go to game and cry because we lose. Cry because we lose. And when we took SAP to Premier the first time, and they lost, and had to come back down to first division, we had to fight to get them back to Premier till we got them back there. Today we have two teams in the constituency, Erlins and Bolans, SAP. I want to thank Sugar Ridge for coming to my rescue. When I worked with Sugar Ridge to get them to develop that business, I never thought they would respond to me as well as they did. They give SAP close to $50,000, $60,000 this year for the sponsorship. Big up Sugar Ridge. Big up Sugar Ridge. And when Digicel asked me what they can do for me, I said, give me $25,000 for Erlins, because I want them to go Premier. And they got $25,000 from Digicel to sponsor Erlins last year. Big up Digicel, man. We know what we're doing. I remember years ago, we had the most players in the Antigua netball team from Antigua going to Singapore to represent Antigua because of my initiative. I paid my dues in this constituency because of love for it, because I don't forget where I come from. How can you compare somebody who didn't come from here with me, who understands the struggle of this constituency? Infrastructure. I told you already, Robert Hall is the only person that paved road. For 25 years, Hugh Marshall didn't pave one road. He created more havoc in the constituency than anything else. They took the land in Erlins from the church and cut the road and never fixed the road. So when rain come, people can't go to the house. He cut road out there, out of the Pasa, West Palm Beach. Never fixed the road. Cut the road bad. No plan, no design. That nearly killed thousands of people up there when rain comes. Remember the rain we had? Because of poor planning. I am now fixing it. It's going to cost government some $30 million to truly fix that now. Because of the mistake he made. We start fixing roads. Right now, through Bolans, Erlins, Crabs, Johns Point, it's well lit. We put up lights since last week, a week before. I bought in so much lights on my own. Buy them and bring them in. Thanks APA for assisting in putting them up. To put lights around this country. That too will help to reduce crime. I have been trying my best to get young people employed around this country. And before I go any further, let me tell you something. I will give out some of these brochures now for some of you to see. This is a business agenda for this constituency. In St. Mary's South alone, and they say we have done nothing. We've been able to attract some $50 million US worth of business in this constituency in the last 10 years. And it will go on. Let me give you an idea. Hermitage Bay, $5 million worth of investment, and they employ 30 to 40 staff on a full-time basis. This is not the construction staff now, just full-time employee. Jolly Harbor, $300 million worth of investment, and 200 staff employed full-time. Cocoa Bay Resort, $20 million investment, 40 staff. Dennis Beach Bar, you all know Dennis. $500,000 invest, employed 10 staff permanent. West Coast Village, and Dennis come from Bolans. A little poor boy from Bolans that I empower to be where he is now. West Coast Village, $3 million, 20 staff full-time. OJ's Beach Bar in Crabs Hill, $1 million worth of investment, 10 to 15 staff. Burns Point, $100 million they're going to invest down there. They'll employ 250 staff. That's down the old leper home. Tranquility Bay, $15 million, 100 staff. Turner's Beach Bar, not a local again. So we're not talking about foreign investment alone. Talking about local Antigua and people from around South investing also. $700,000, 12 permanent staff. Tamron Hill, $100 million, 80 staff. Sugar Ridge, $40 million, 52 staff. Harbor Island, $90 million, 80 staff. How do you say we have done nothing? A total of 500 jobs right there to be created. And you say we have done nothing. And all this was done under UPP. And under yours truly. I fought to make sure this business come around here. Because I want to make sure that my people get a job first. And I'm telling them now, when we would have taken government again, they must call me when they want to start first. Because my employment agency in my office is going to set up. And when you want employees, you call me. We send them down. Because there's nothing in a hotel I mean to know that me can't train my people to do. I want my people to get a job first. I don't care if we dig up sand or rake sand or whatever. Now we have college students coming back home. We can find managers and mid-managers. Let me know what you want. And I will continue fighting for our people. I want to tell you, when I took government, we took government in 2004. I was junior minister in the Ministry of Tourism. And Lovell and I in 1 year transformed tourism. that was in chaos. Malvin had it like a joke. He thief out all the furniture, all the paper out of the ministry and carry them away. I just sent a police to pick up the law books that he took out of the office to bring them back. The law book is not his, he shouldn't carry them out. I sent Lovers a game break. We said, no, send for them now. And we got them back. And after 1 year, the PM said, no. You need your own ministry. This is nonsense. I want you to go and build a ministry they call social transformation. I said, why is that? He said, no, that is a ministry. I'm putting all the social programs together. Go handle that. I went in there like a novice, didn't know what I was doing. But coming from a poor and humble beginning, I know it means to stop hunger and to help people. And once it was to help people, I took off. And today I can tell you, when the economic situation hit this country, if we didn't have the social programs to act as a social buffer for this country, many people would have been in trouble. When things hard and somebody stop work and somebody in the family get the food package from PDV cab, he put food on the table. When you get your light bill free, or $100 to that, and you can't pay a bill, they give you a break because you get $100. Am I right? So the social program help. Single mothers getting help. Poor and destitute, less fortunate, disabled, all retired people. We must be blessed by God. Because the Bible says, if you have the least among you, you would have done it unto him. And we went down to the gutter and helped the least people in this country to make sure they have a good life. And then after 2009, you still go to agriculture. My mentor in agriculture was Robert Hall. I knew what he did. First thing I did, Antigua never had a land use policy. It was anything goes. I created that, man. Begged the money and produced a national land use policy for Antigua. Registered in Parliament, there is no law in this country for the first time in our history. We put together a website for information collection and sharing for the ministry for the first time in our history. We've also put together several other policies. National Food Security Policy, National Nutrition Policy, and guidelines. And those programs propelled the Ministry of Agriculture to go forward. In 2011 and 2010, I was the #1 Minister of Agriculture in the region, not just Antigua, in the region. And you're telling me that don't mean nothing? We're producing more food now than ever before in our history. When Robert Hall was there, we had a glut. But we had 65,000 people in Antigua, and 1,200 hotel rooms, and 300,000 tourists coming on cruise ship. Today we have 7,000 hotel rooms, close to 100,000 people, and 700,000 cruise ship passengers, and we still have a glut. It means we're producing 3 times as much because we're consuming more. And we're exporting more. Pineapples to Norway, vegetables to the Virgin Islands and Trinidad, vegetables to London, fish, lobster, and conch to Europe, and mango going all over the world. They say they're going to stop Mango Fest because it's nonsense. Mango Fest is nonsense. They're going to stop Seafood Fest because it's ignorance. They don't understand what makes people tick. I want to urge the people of St. Mary's South. You know what you have. But I know what you're going to get. Liar, deceitfulness. Her father deceived the people of this constituency, and she's coming to take revenge. After he lost in 1999, 1994. He gets around in a car and say to people them worthless and they bad-minded and they dunce and they ignorant, but he came back in 99 for them to elect him again. They reject him. He came back out the next time with his mic. He said they're dotish, they're stupid, they're ignorant. He lost again in 2004. He came back, well, Terry Ephraim won against me in 2004. And tonight Terry Ephraim endorsed me. You know, I mean, that's, give him a big hand, please. Because Terry Ephraim understand that we all come from Bolans, from humble beginning. And he understood that he sat on my hands on my footstool when he was young, a little boy. And understand when his mother was with me practicing netball, he used to come out and watch the loyalty and commitment I had to this constituency. They cost me and say, my pile the pastor on them. Anything they want me to give them. What they want me to do. I used to go to church as a boy. I hear the pastor complain. They want this for a church, that for a church. And I used to wish I was able to give. Now that I'm in position to give. Shouldn't I give? Tell me. So what the Becks about? The Becks can't make a church something. I have to give them. My conscience clear. I'm giving to God in all kinds of ways. So I want to urge you. Tell the iron band ready? My iron band ready. And never get him a little stint. Not so, take your time, man. I want to tell you that tonight is an honor to be here, to truly represent the people of St. Mary's South. I am telling you, the next 5 years will be greater because I will have more time to spend with you. I will get more things done. Good night, and thank you for your support for the years, and thank you for it again. Thank you.